on a Tuesday morning, the 8th of April 2025. Charles here, and we kick off our conversations today as it relates to artistic creation in the digital era. We have with us via OKEY. He's a sculptor and a visual artist and scholar. Good to have you. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Signature TV. It's nice to have me.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you right away.
All right, just give an overview, if you will, of how the rise of digital platforms have completely changed the way visual artists, compose their work for today's, consumption.
Thank you. We are talking about artistic creations in a digital economy. We know that the world is now a global village because of the digital discoveries. It's like there are quantum of digital tools that can be used to fast-track creations in the present day. Somehow, one can say that irrevocably, these tools have aided the creative expressions. But somehow, there are some slack in the implication caused by the tools. So I think that, for example, I'm now somewhere else. I'm not around in the studio, but we are talking. It's part of the digitalization we are talking about. And then it has brought about democratization of artistic creations. The implication is much. So that is what I can say as an introduction.
Do you think these tools basically are tools that basically diminish creativity, or it enhances it? Because a lot of persons these days don't even think through their creation. They just go and type something on the platform, and then it gives them the visual declarations of what it is that they want. Do you think it enhances creativity or it diminishes it?
Well, good or bad. In one part, it makes somebody who is not creatively, maybe you don't have it as an innate tendency in you. It can make you to create. It fast-tracks creation. It enhances in one way, but it diminishes the quality of creativity. Because if you are not endowed with creative talents, there's a difference between what you do and what somebody who is talented can do. So with the digital tools, people enter the digital space and begin to create. They can create easily. But those of us that are talented, when we handle them, handle the tools, then you see the difference also.
Right.
That's it.
Another issue is, making monies from it. In the world of the digital age that we are in right now, a lot of persons will looking at what are the ways you can make monies. A lot of persons have said that Nigeria hasn't scratched, 1% of the opportunities that is available online. Do you agree with those thoughts? And how do you think that creators can monetize their creativity so that it could be, something that they can live by?
Well, because of the nature of the society, our society is still not where it ought to be in terms of we are still struggling with traditional technologies. We haven't gotten to the extent of easy usage of digital technologies, as it were. The large society, our larger society, is not informed, as it were. Because of it, one can say that we are yet to tap the resources of digital technologies that is available to us. But on the other hand, the few people that have engaged on these digital technologies, they are making waves. They are getting it. Today, you can market your product from the comfort of your homes. There are digital galleries, for example, with some of these tools, Ableton Live, you can do anything. Adobe, you can do anything. And the marketability is being facilitated. So I think that when we get to be widely educated on the technological know-how, then more people will be engaged in it, and then the fruition will be much. But for now, not very many people have embarked on it. The few that have embarked on it, they are making waves, and they are getting their reward.
So how do you think people can get involved? Some people still don't believe in the digital economy. I mean, it's unfortunate that this number is actually even in the youthful age. They still believe in the 9-to-5 job. I mean, wake up in the morning, take your bath and go to work. Some don't know that they can be in the comfort of their home and create something, be in the comfort of their home with a laptop, create something and sell it online. How do you think that mindset should change? And is there something that would happen, that people will begin to look at some of these creative online platforms as an opportunity to start earning a living?
Well, you are on it already by what we are doing. I'm thousands of miles away from home, and we are talking. It's part of the digital activity we are talking about. It depends on, it borders on our being educated, the society, the wider society, particularly the press, telling them of active participation in this global marketing space now that is available. And I think that we are not there yet because of our educational pedigree. The society needs to be informed. There is need for more work to be done to create awareness for people to take active part in this aspect of digitalization, because you don't need to struggle, like you said. In the comfort of your home, you can market your work. You can now, the world is a global village. You can now produce something and then just paste it. By the time you know it, the number of people that will see it and show appreciation, and people can order for it. And then the next thing is you spark off a kind of, there is ordering, and then you send it. You get your money paid. You get money, you get paid. So I think that it borders on awareness, making people to see the reason why such things should be done. But of course, we know that our society, where we are now, most people are living under poverty line. And then, of course, it does not mean that these things are expensive to engage in, because with your phones, iPhone or whatever, you can engage in it. If you have laptop, fine. But you need to have a device to engage on it. And then you discover that the larger society, many people do not have such devices around them. So that is what the problem is now. So I think that there is need to emphasize on awareness, creating awareness for more people to realize the importance of what we are saying concerning digital economy. The world is now on your palm. You can do anything, you can push it. Think about all these things, YouTube, AI, and all the things they can do. Once you push it, this instantly, under a second, under 1 minute, it is published, it is advertised. So more people see it, more people appreciate it, more people order it.
In what ways do you think that social media influences the reception of artistic expression today?
Well, social media, particularly when you think of music creations, if you think of music creations, they are there and they are doing much to advertise that aspect of art. But in terms of visual art, social media can also, but it's not yet enriched as it is for other artistic expressions like music, like poetry, drama, and the rest of others. But in terms of visual art, sometimes you see that people engage in artistic production, visual art production, and then they try to capture it and then post it. But because of the value, the chain value people have for the other aspects of art, it's not encouraging, as it were. So we are thinking that we don't have many outlets for visual art creation in the social media. You don't have many, as you have for the music, poetry, drama, and the rest of others. So, but I think that we need to engage more people into it. What you do as you walk, you present it, people will see it, and then get enthused by what you are doing, because the value of visual art cannot be overemphasized in terms of our daily life existence. So it is important for many more people to engage in that social media aspect. Present what you are doing, show the world what you are doing, and then market it through that aspect.
What do you make of a traditional form of arts appreciations? Do you see that the rise of digital arts and the way we're going with it, because it is easier and simpler these days to create any artistic expression, do you think that we're going to lose our traditional form of arts in due course, or you see a situation where we infuse our traditional form of art into that digital space?
Well, the art is dynamic. Art is subjective, highly subjective. What is appealing to you may not be appealing to some other person. Somebody can see a piece of work and then go dive full length to acquire it. Another person will be wondering, hey, are you sure this person is sound? Is he mad or what? But the important thing is that our traditional art will still there to fulfill their functions. Aesthetics. In terms of aesthetics, well, you can they can leverage on the digital technology to improve. In terms of therapeutic tendencies, they are there. You can't change those things because people still need those aspects of material aspects of our culture. There is no way you can take it away from the people. It's part of our existentialism. It is part of our living, daily living. So the material aspect of our culture, which has to do with our traditional art, they are there. The only thing that digital tools can do is to enhance their production. But in terms of consumption, people will still require them. People will still need them. You take titles, people still take titles. People still build houses. People still decorate their houses. People still use some of these material, physical aspects of our culture, so that are embedded in our art. So there's no way you can take them away. But the important thing is that in terms of aesthetics, there is a paradigm shift in what people are doing now.
I mean, you just captured it in a way that is quite understandable, because again, so many persons fear that these art expressions, the presentation of arts, physical arts, might just go away with the rise of digital era. But again, another issue is how accessible are these digital platforms to people in medium countries and low income areas and rural areas as well. Are these digital arts equipment available to some persons who are in low income countries like Nigeria and of course in rural areas?
Well, it is creeping in gradually into the low income society. I know that in Nigeria, we are still battling with some of these equipment. Today, it is, yes, it's not yet saturated the artistic productivity in terms of acquisition by budding artists particularly. But I think that the percentage of availability is encouraging. It's really encouraging. Some of the tools, particularly in metal production and all whatnot, they are there. For example, if you want to talk about our smithing tradition, they are no longer thinking of these locally made bellows and all those things. Sometimes now they use electricity. Where you can't find electricity, blowing up devices. Where you can't find electricity, they use battery, and then try to enhance the production, because it enhances the production by using such mechanical tools. And then, like I said, the low income, we are still struggling to have them, but with the support of government and private collaborations, we are going to be there, particularly when we think of having a kind of art village, whereby a lot of guilds will come together and begin to think of what to do and then how to acquire some of these things, even as a group on a cooperative basis, not just individual, because it may be too exorbitant for an individual to have. But the important thing is that we need encouragement by trying to explore some of these devices. We know that poverty level is really biting hard, that many people cannot acquire that. But if, as a group, you're able to have one, then it goes a long way to do that.
All right. What ethical concerns do you think are there when it comes to issues relating to manipulation of arts, AI-generated pictures and videos? I mean, we've seen people who use this unethically to deceive people. Do you think that we may have a major concern regarding that?
Yes, it is. We are still, because of these digital technologies, we are still struggling with originality, copyright issues, and then sometimes you call it a deep fake, because they can use it to do anything at all. They can use it to do anything at all. But the important thing is this. You need to be, like I said before, if you are endowed with artistic talents, you are naturally bound by what is inside you to just express yourself the way you see it, the way you have it inside you. So it is the other aspect of self that you are now trying to bring to the public. But you discover that with the tools, with digital tools we are talking about, people go about to do things that are not in line with that. So that is one aspect we are struggling with. And I think that there should be policies in place to make sure that people, to cut the excesses of such truancies.
All right. On a final note, what skills do you think are available for someone who wants to delve into that digital space? I understand that numerous opportunities on a digital space. In fact, that's where the world is headed to. Someone once said that it does look like the university education will be most likely become a little bit useless, with the advent of AI. Because, I mean, what are you going to school for if AI can tell you everything that you are seeking, whatever knowledge you are seeking in school? So one would wonder, really, do you see that as a fear or as an improvement in livelihood? And better still, what skills do you think are now essential or are available for a teeming population who are looking to get to that space?
Well, amazingly, there are endless possibilities to the usage of digital tools like Adobe, Photoshop. You can do anything. As a graphic artist, image creation, you can do anything with it. In terms of music creation, you talk about Ableton Live, it can multiply the sound effect you want to create with, you want to do. In fact, you can have about 10 bands put together playing for you and then dictating what you need to do and what you don't need to do. So it depends on your ability to engage in those things. But I think that, of course, we should understand that art is a natural endowment. Whether you went to school or not, you are still a good artist that God has made you to be. Because as part of your natural endowment, all you need to do is to now lay hands on some of these appliances to enhance your creativity. That's what it's going to do for you. That one went to university or whatever. I used to tell them that I was a better artist when I was school age, because I could make anything you ask me to do. I could draw anything you ask me to draw without seeing them. Just tell me what you want. I will tell you. I will just give it to you. So, but when you go under training, it tends to limit your ability, your versatility in terms of creation. That's what it does. And then that is when you are teaching art students also, you don't try to demonstrate all the time. Because when you demonstrate, they try to limit themselves to what you have done, thinking that is the best, when they have something better inside them. So we are saying that whether you go to school or not, the important thing is that if you have that natural endowment, try to make it manifest. Try to impress it on society. Don't keep it. Don't die with it. Like I said before, you may not please everybody in terms of your production. Creativity does not is not friendly to everybody. Somebody might see it and will not be happy. Somebody will see it and be happy. So it is important for us to be original. You can borrow ideas from elsewhere, but let the thing you are bringing out be original to you.
All right. Many thanks for your time. I truly appreciate you. OKENEGBU, Ph.D., the UH artist and scholar. Many thanks for your insights on today's edition of the program.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Signature TV, news in your pocket.